Back guys to another SCPH replay sent in by the community. This time still gonna be the ZVP in this best of 3 that eXoDaSh is already won by the mat. And it's gonna be on Acropolis on to this one. So introducing our players. Oh, ROG, bro. Sponsored apparently this Mr. eXoDaSh is. But anyway, here on the bottom right we got Cypem on that Reg Zerg. And in the meantime, here for the Blue Protoss as well is gonna be on the top left, eXoDaSh. So we were talking about Acropolis a little bit a while ago on that previous map. Whatever was that? It was the open one with all the mech stuff, with the fog, whatever. I will see when I see it in C games, I will know. But basically, same pattern as Acropolis. Expand down here, and then you can expand onto lower ground or stay on the high with the ramp more or less on the same side. Anyway though, Acropolis, I love Acropolis. Honestly, one of my favorite paths from the previous ladder experience. This still is on the older patch. So you might see shenanigans here from Cypem that include the Nidus Worm. So Acropolis LE. City map. I love city maps. City maps are my favorite tile set. I like seeing basically all the carnage going on in a city map. Even though it doesn't make sense that everything else is just chilling like a villain, is a lot of fun. I love this style set. I just cannot get enough of it. My second favorite is like the beach style set. And I think my favorite map overall is besides Shakura's Plateau, besides one of the old ones. I love that underwater map from way before. But anyway, you know, I don't like the retro geeky ones. I don't like 16-bit. I don't like the in Bloodbath, Disco, whatever it's called. Parang hindi ko siya feel. But you know, this brings a joy. This brings a tear to my eye. But anyway, enough about that. We are gonna see the second next point here for eXoDaSh here. In the meantime, hatchery is set. And the probe, just deciding it's time to get on out. Spawning pool ready to go. Time to run away, Mr. Probe. Hasn't really gotten much. Sometimes I see eXoDaSh looking for a kill or two with the probe, trying to just bother Cypem, but I feel like it's just because of the friendly nature of this competition over anything pretty serious. Anyway, the Overlord flying on up. It is already in. Is this the spot? Yes, it is. It really is. Every map has this spot, and apparently no one can look up to see a big floating creature in the first place. And even though Chrono Boost coming online here and now from eXoDaSh, and a little bit of that touch on the Salnaga Tower just to see if anything is afoot here for our blue sauce. Cypem now sending in these two scouting Zerglings. If it is able to get a true or two as well, that is going to be an extra treat. And oh, free opening here. eXoDaSh forced to go for the pull instead. Now time to go for the surround. No, he is just gonna ignore this. And the hero probe having to run away instead. Stars now in position. One probe might go down. Oh, Cypem not focusing fire on that one. Might be able to see the opportunity. Oh, 1 HP and gets all the value that he needs. The robo facility is spotted and it's time for some tech here for our Red Zerg. And the queens are being spat on at larva, gonna be important. Creep tumors also a must here on a map like this. In the meantime, Overlord's getting the scouting information as much as possible. 2 base versus 2. The Zerg needs to get ahead in this scenario because Cypem apparently is behind in that work account. eXoDaSh playing the greedy game, playing the economy, and it is working out for the guy. The Zerglings weren't in position as of yet anytime soon, but it seems like shenanigans are up here for Cypem. Nidus network pretty early. Lair rushed into Nidus. And this balloon gonna be the helium of destruction, that's for sure. And it might be the chances of Cypem floating up to win a map back just to not get swept in this scenario. But now the Overlord coming close, gets enough vision to actually land it here. Nidus Worm gonna be very potent in this day and age. In dispatch, extra armor, no cooldown whatsoever, cheaper cost as well. And now here comes the Zerglings looking to screech. Probes are pulled though, trying to get in position yet again. Stars going for the hits. And will this be enough? The queens are there as well. And the creep gonna get spread at the same time. Zerglings now going for the choose yet again. It seems like it's a treat here for Cypem, taking care of this main base all throughout. Oh, good funnel. And the Zerglings even force field on the other side. So for the time being, eXoDaSh staying alive, actually gonna retreat in this scenario. Seems like he has done enough to be a bother. I feel like he could have actually gotten a pylon R2 as well in this case. And even though another Nidus Worm onto the expansion instead. And Cypem getting ahead in that work count. It seems like the great equalizer is here and now. Pylon's getting hit one more time. Immortal Sentry Stars looking to get in position. And these queens need to get all the way on the inside. Great escape time. Come on, go in, go in! Nidus Worm gonna be dying for the cause. But so far, so good here for Cypem. Even getting some creep threat along the way. But he does see that. Oh no, the active creep tumor going down. He can't cancel those anymore in this patch. But if it is pretty much set on up, Cypem trying to get some more creep along the way. Though the worm gonna get caught immediately. Another Nidus Worm here and now. And by this point, Cypem wasting a little too much on the minerals and gas. Can just hold back and take the win from Dad's attack. So though, Cypem needs to do more. And he is going to go for the Roach Warren. This is a little desperate here from Cypem. He doesn't get the Roach Warren in time. He might get run over by the composition that eXoDaSh has pretty much banked on in this series so far. He needs to clean up this creep tumor though, because this creep going to be so fast he can't build whatsoever onto this main base. And the observer going to be absolutely important in this scenario. The fact that these creep tumors exist are already a big win for Cypem. Cypem is just being a pest by literally existing, being a parasite on his base. It is like ticks on your pets. Your pets are fine, but at the same time you're gonna be worried and you can't really do much about them till you find a way to see those small things. Still, those Zerglings are on to the south-hand side, just trying to patrol along the way. Onto the left he goes. And it is all about that scout here and now. Stalkers go for the Exodus and another pylon finally coming online. The warp gates has been bruised, battered, and beaten, but is still alive for the time being. So Warp Prism flying on the offset yet again. Here we go with the gateways coming on up. And more production is more units here and now for eXoDaSh, but I feel like these early gateways, he needs more workers first before he can actually build. Anyway though, you know, it is all about how these guys are gonna play this out. And by this scenario, eXoDaSh wanted to go for the 2-base all-in even though he has been attacked already. He's not going for that third, he is going for the military might instead. And it worked 2 times before, why wouldn't it work a 3rd time? That's the real question. Anyway though, here we go on the right hand side, Stalkers up that ramp, spots the Overlord. Warp Prism as well, just flying so quickly. And that's the good thing about the Warp Prism. It flies so quickly and you can still get an upgrade to make it even quicker. Go Speed Racer, go apparently. But there's a big army here for both sides. Good force fields here and now. Maximum DPS for the Protoss. Min maximum here for Cypem. And another good set of force fields yet again from eXoDaSh. One more time, seems like the Ravages are not ready here for Cypem. Still hasn't learned his lesson, but the Roaches are packing quite a punch, and it is going to be Cypem with the army advantage. He has done enough a while ago to hamper the production, to slow down eXoDaSh. And sure, eXoDaSh is winning his fight, but how many minerals and gas does he have for a reinforced per cycle? Nowhere to be seen, because the eggs are hatching, and they won't stop coming. They will bend to the ground, bend to the rules, and bend to the will of the swarm. So precarious situation honestly for both sides. If eXoDaSh loses everything, that's the show. Cypem can just run all the way to his base and win out the fight, because all that money is really going to these units, nothing else, nothing in the back. So trying to go for the poke, gonna get torn apart there and then. Stalkers, Immortals, Sentries all pesky in this scenario. And even an Adept to actually go for some more light damage. So let's also warp in. Minerals now being used here for eXoDaSh. Wants to save up a little bit on that gas action. At the same time though, Cypem not actually heavy on the gas department. It's not building any Ravagers as of yet. Push, pull, tug of war, tit for tat, trying to find the push that they need. The Zealots now finally carving. Transfusions though, gonna get a little bit of that extra HOT as well as that small little instance. Queens out in front, they're a little more tanky in this scenario compared to those Lings. In the meantime, Roaches though, trying to go for the hits. Force fields right now, not really the best because the range advantage here enough for Cypem. But finally, the hatchery will go down. Overall though, the eggs allowing Cypem to keep up in the production. And he won't get overrun anytime soon. Oh, Nidus Worm. No giving up, no surrendering here for both sides. And this fight, really exciting so far. Recall though is popped to try and defend. And can Cypem actually get any value with this Nidus Worm? Because the army is in position. The Screeching Worm grounding to a halt. Can't get anything done. Honestly, I would love for Cypem to actually build a Nidus Worm somewhere here. on where the Overlord is, just to apply pressure in the front. Because eXoDaSh is using the recall just to go behind, just to go back. But yet again, he is going to go for the same kind of approach. And fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, that's not going to happen. And fool me 4 times, no. I know this is going to happen. This has to happen, like, for sure. Right? Right. But we do get a hallucination, the Phoenix gonna be flying around. Cypem not gonna fall for that. Doesn't, he knows that the Stargate is not gonna be something in the cards anytime soon, as the full saturation of the gas here on that second base coming online for eXoDaSh. Work count, Cypem still in the lead, going for that 3 base yet again. These larvae have just been chilling like a villain. They really are on this creep. They are sustained. And here go yet again with the Queens, going for the creep tumors. So 4 bases here and now for our Red Zerg. Look around, trying to get in position yet again. Creep tumors now spread one more time. In the meantime though, eXoDaSh gonna go for the Forge. Maybe a floating cannon or 2 might help, but ground upgrades even better. What will eXoDaSh actually get first? Usually it is that ground weaponry, but in the meantime, more sentries coming online. There you go, +1 on the attack. +1 for both melee attack and range here for Cypem. Really can't decide what one he is gonna go for, and why not just do both. Anyway though, here we go with the Ravagers waiting on the outside. It is some Girl Scouts not taking no for an answer in this scenario. Anyway though, this bulk of units looking to get in position again for another fight. Nidus Worm being dug all the way in this scenario. Gonna boost though to get more probes along the way. 1 Zealot, this is gonna be 1 versus the world. Gets a little bit of that vision, trying to carve this one up, but this hero is gonna turn into 0 real quickly, because here comes the swarm, here comes the surround. That's the takedown there, and then Cypem getting some value onto the main base because he has decided to attack on 2 fronts. Good decision making here from Cypem so far. Gonna go for the battle as well, forcing eXoDaSh to back on out, but now he is still playing off creep, so he has to back on out. Huge force fields here and now from eXoDaSh, evening up the fights, and Cypem has to run on away. Doesn't have a speed advantage. Can eXoDaSh give the chase? Not gonna happen, but at the same time, the main base getting hampered. Adepts warped in to try and deal with the infestation. Still though, Zerg ahead in that macro department. 4 bases, 55 workers, looking to stay ahead as much as possible. Lair tech still ready to go. I'd love to see some hive tech here from Cypem, honestly. Maybe get that adrenal glands for those links. Can be so effective in dealing with the Immortals in the first place. Anyway though, still here for eXoDaSh. Just finished up with the upgrade. We are gonna get the roly-poly oldies though. Looking to roll on around at the speed of sound, or pretty much at the speed as Banelings can run in the first place. And both sides have really learned from the first 2 games. Sure, eXoDaSh won both, but Cypem, knowing more or less how to defend a lot better in this scenario, eXoDaSh as well has been on point with the responses. And I love the aggression a while ago there from Cypem. The Nidus Worm really paying for itself and keeping him in this fight for quite long. It's not the same old there from eXoDaSh. It doesn't work a 3rd time. Like I said, 3rd time is a charm here now for Cypem. And we'll see if this charm can actually turn into a win in the first place. Anyway though, Overlord trying to get on away. Stalkers, Immortals, Sentries, Adepts trying to go on the outside. Nidus Worm one more time. And I feel like Cypem is really just abusing this Nidus Worm and its cooldown. Because look at that. A second one queued up right beside him in the first place. Another set of Stalkers being warped in just to clean things up. And it is instantaneous. It's actually funny. Because Cypem is just not letting up with these Nidus Worms. Baldo yet again just being in the way. Just being a hamper in the first place. Still though, both sides just keeping at each other, keeping on their toes. It's like a dance, a tango between the two, and both sides making sure they don't fall on over on their 2 left feet. Warp Prism yet again, going for a cycle. Here we go with some more Stalkers, some more Sentries. A lot of range weaponry here for eXoDaSh right now. Cypem though still in the lead in terms of that unit count. And here we go with the force fields yet again. Not really the best though here from eXoDaSh, but it does its job to separate a few of those Ravagers. Baldo to clean those force fields up. And Cypem really investing on these massive units. I would love to see him go for at least an Ultralisk, because he's already close to that tech tier. And it'd be fun to see an Ultralisk, honestly. Just run over these sentries in the first place. Oh, Queen! Bruh. Why? Why? Why do you have to be like the Zero and Queen? Come on, feminism, 2019, 2020 even. Respect women, respect queens. All women are queens, basically. Anyway, the Zergling's now going for the shoes, going for the pokes. We'll be able to get cleaned up, sure, but it's another warp cycle here used by eXoDaSh to deal with whatever Cypem is going on with. And honestly, eXoDaSh can just do something about this. He should realize that he should do something about this one Overlord, get rid of that vision, and pretty much stop all these wasted warp cycles in the first place. But oh, Cypem finding the opportunity, and that is gonna be a nail on the coffin there for eXoDaSh already. The first one getting hammered in. What an open there for Cypem. And that's what I was saying. eXoDaSh cannot reinforce his lines. He cannot keep playing the aggressor if he has to use those warp cycles at home. It is a resource cost, it is a cooldown. And when those warp cycles come, that can be the opportunity for Cypem to actually go for the attack, because those are just disposable Zerglings being funneled in. This is what I want to see. That's what Zerglings are for. Disposable. They're used to be harassment tools. They're not for something to stay on. They're not for something that you go on 200, even though they're like the best Zerg unit in the first place. And yet again, more Nidus Worms, more shenanigans. This is why Nidus Worm got nerfed, guys. You know, this is too much. This is where you say, this is not fair. Because there is no traffic underground. It's like EDSA that is completely clear. That is not fair at all. You can't do this. Why do you do this? You cannot do this whatsoever. But yep, the Zerglings just running around as much as possible. The Adept might be able to go down along the way. Here we go with the Bal coming online yet again. The Banelings rolling on and big hit onto the Stalker, but they are quite tanky. Bal's getting a little bit of value as well. And now the high ground and the kid, the high ground here for Cypem working out in his favor. Oh, come on, come on! Come on, stop it! This is the, how many, it already says 12, I feel like you've done more. You have had to have done more. This is the umpteenth time you've done this. The probes have had enough. They decide, if we're not going to be able to clean this up early, might as well do it ourselves, right? And there are no units. There's nothing inside. It's just it's a debate. The biggest debate of them all. I'm getting trolled here, and eXoDaSh is getting trolled here. And honestly, an opportunity for Cypem to push in, because no warp cycle yet again. Only one reinforcement here in the front line. And Cypem had the advantage. The Lurkers trying to get in position yet again, going for the spines. One star does go down. And this is just a zone of safety here for Cypem so far. Pretty much these spines, these circles of edges, able to bring him the advantage. Now, where is the observer here for eXoDaSh? I don't see it anytime soon. But still, the Lurkers backing a punch. The Baneling easily funneled, easily taken down. Here we go, the Bal yet again. The force fields are there. Can get taken down at any point in time. And here we go yet again with the orangeness up in the air. It's raining men, hallelujah! But this time, the force field's actually cutting off the retreat. And Cypem not getting as much value as you would expect. Oh, the Lurkers might get caught here, and now, never mind. Subterranean Spines packing a punch one more time. These guys, I don't know if they're memeing each other or really trying as hard as they can, or maybe a little bit of both. But, yeah, come on. The Nidus Worm harassment is not just like normal harassment. It really is next level harassment. It is some 9-dimensional chess. And here we go yet again. Now let's find out if there's anything inside. No. Nothing. Nada. Zip. Zero. Will eXoDaSh ignore it this time? Seems like, nope, not the case. Big debate yet again. Zealots cannot be brought to the front line, and Cypem having the advantage. 100 to 93. Force field sure can do a lot, but he only has 2 sentries right now. And this is dangerous here for eXoDaSh. If Cypem get in position with these Lurkers, that might be the show. Observer though finally with the group, and it might be a tour guide that the Protoss is looking for here on Acropolis. The sights, the sounds, pretty much the big city, the lights as well. And oh, huge bomb connecting onto the Observer's Lurk is going to be completely free right now. Force fields though cutting it off yet again, and Cypem forgetting about clearing those force fields with the Bile, but still eXoDaSh has to run away. Time to run, force one, strategic recall, not going to get everyone. The Stalkers are just trying to run, and I have noticed here, I meme eXoDaSh a lot that he loves going Blink Stalker, but the whole game, no Twilight Council, hasn't gone into Blink Stalker as of yet. And this has just been Cypem pressuring so much. So eXoDaSh is forced to keep producing units over going up the tech tree because of the fact these Nidus Worms are just such a psychological disadvantage. Anyway, Cypem has a lot of minerals and gas in the bank. And I love this. +3, +3, +3. Attack all the way. Adrenal glands as well, and these Zerglings gonna be more pesky. eXoDaSh has learned this lesson though. Gonna go for the Stalkers, or have I spoken too soon? Because this time there are Zerglings on the inside. In the meantime though, this expansion base going down, and the Stalker gonna be in for a reckoning as that base will go full at the same time. And here comes the Nidus Worm. Oh come on, let it out already! Let it out! Shout, shout, let it out! Where is this Nidus Worm gonna go? What is it gonna do? Cypem, what are you doing with this one? Because you could have had the main base in the bag if you only decided to unload that one. Baldo raining on down yet again. Nidus Worm right now on this side, and we see an exodus of probes so close to another hatchery, and this has turned into a base race scenario because eXoDaSh has had enough. He just wants to hammer it home. Cypem is such a big pest, and oh my god, there's a lot of larvae waiting, just looking to morph into units right here, right now. Anyway, Nidus Worm coming online yet again. And in the meantime, the Nidus Network! The Nidus Network! This is just absolute rage. Absolute fury. The Nidus Worm cancelled already. Here comes the army. Here they come! But the force field on the ramp! Bait and switch bile coming online yet again! But Cypem has to be conservative with these abilities. Will the hive go down? That's tier 3 here and now for Cypem. He has to be careful though. Come on, where is the rest of the army? Goes for the bile yet again. In the meantime, eXoDaSh going on the southmost quadrant, and the GG is called. The Cypem takes the win. eXoDaSh just wanted to vent his fury against that Nidus Network, but Cypem had the advantage all the way, and that is a replay that says, Nidus, thank God it's nerfed. What a freaking game. You all sent, okay, you sent this in as a set, and I'll see you guys in the next one.